What's up, Taurus? It's your girl Kelly coming straight at you for the Queen's Tarot B in Boston. So, this is for Taurus, Sun, Moon, Rising, Mercury, Mars, and Venus. If you don't know what the big six are, I know a lot of people will just say, Venus, but all six of those planets make up who you are. And so it's good to know that if you can't find messages within your Sun, Moon, or Rising, to move on to Mercury, Mars, and Venus, and to know where to look. And so I always tell you guys, it will be the big six. The big three are your Sun, Moon, Rising. The other three are your Mercury, Mars, Venus. So if you don't find a message there, with that being said, it's a good transition to the fact that if this is not your message, it's not your message, guys. I can read a lot of people, but reading every single Taurus, every single situation is not in my scope of capabilities at this time. If it does change, I'll let you know. But right now, I'm feeling like Superwoman already, taking care of Aries, being a wife, running around. So I am deciding to sit down and do weeklies instead of bi-weeklies, and I will go live here and there. So with that being said, moving on. If you need a personal reading and you feel like this is your story, please see the box below. Email me for a list of services. I do have a new reading out there called the Light and Dark reading. It helps you with shadow work. So if any of you are interested in working on yourselves and getting yourselves to the place you need to be spiritually for the new year, let me know. Anyway, so for you guys this month, I feel like there's a lot of wand energy around you. Like there's a lot of actions that you're taking or not taking, okay? And when I say that, that's confusing, yes. However, there's reasons that you're not taking these actions. I feel like you're at that 10 cycle of finally letting go of burdens for the new year. It's not really like, well, for this year I'm going to. No, it's more like, okay, I've been carrying these burdens for so long. It's time for me to let these burdens go type of thing. And I feel like you're really at a crossroad with it because it ties into a lot of people and things that you find important in your life. Now, unfortunately, when you go through and you cut people out of your life or cut things out of your life, things and other people go with it. And so you really need to take stock on what you're dumping out of the boat and what you're keeping so your ship doesn't sink, right? Right. With that being said, I feel like you're running into some weird money trouble. And no, I don't have pneumonia anymore, finally, 8 months later, but I do still get a residual cough here and there, so these are still my best friend. And if you don't know what these are, the breezers, yeah, if you can't handle the regular halls like me, they're disgusting. Yeah, these ones are much easier to take in. So I'm going to be munching on this while I read you guys. It feels like there's some money trouble and some unhappiness there, and it's keeping you from taking the actions that you want to take, which for an earth sign is very strange. Normally you guys don't run into a lot of money trouble. You guys are very 3D oriented, and when I say that, I mean that you're oriented in the sense of home and having money and always having stability and things like that. But I feel like at this time there's something going on there with your money, and it's preventing you from taking these actions that you want to take. You're wanting to do all of these things and change your life and get rid of these things, like you're ready for a major death transformation, but for some reason I feel like there's a tower moment there or something that's holding you back, or a tower moment coming in, okay? And I know you guys are like, fucking seriously, Kelly? Like, how many more tower moments? But it's not me, it's them. I can only warn you that it's coming, so you can prepare yourself. That's the best I can do. Don't shoot the messenger, guys. Okay, all right, good. Just glad we cleared that up. So why don't we get started and see what we can find out for you guys, because I really feel like there's a lot here that you guys need to know. And if it works anyway, or the way it's been working lately, I'm sure a big ginormous pile of cards is going to fall out. Yes, the first one out, of course, the 10 of Wands in reverse. So with yeah, those don't want to be shuffled. Okay, guys. So when cards don't want to be shuffled, they're being stubborn, which tells me they're trying to be seen. They want to be heard. They want to be spoken about. Okay. Ten of Wands. First one up. Okay. So this talks about your situation. It's talking about the Two of Wands with it, which is, for me, it always talks about some kind of travel or moving, some back and forth travel. Maybe you're going back and forth for work and it's really draining you financially. Or maybe you're going back and forth for something else between yours and a significant other's house and it's really draining you. Okay. You're trying to get rid of whatever's not necessary, but you can't do that when you're at this crossroad and you're having to do a lot of traveling back and forth, or money's being wasted on things that really shouldn't be. But I feel like this is a crossroad for you because you're really at that crossroad of, what do I want to do? You know, if you notice, she has a little globe sitting there and she's looking out the window. She's longing to be out there and go out and travel and see things and do things. But I feel like her money situation is stopping her. She has nothing in her little house except for a picture and a globe with two wands and some lights that have no lights in it. So there's no light bulbs up there. So she's feeling, I feel like she's feeling all out of ideas right now. Maybe you're looking for a new job and it's not working out. The next up, we have the Ace of Wands in reverse. You guys have serious Wands energy around you. So a whole bunch fell out, so we're just going to read them like they are, because when they do that, it tells me they want to be seen, they want to be heard. Sorry, I have hair in my eye. Doesn't work out. But it tells me they want to be seen, they want to be heard. Okay. So the Ace of Wands is there and it's in reverse, and it's telling me that you want to take the proper action based on this Ten of Wands here, but you're unable to move forward. And I feel like there's almost someone standing in your way. Maybe you're with somebody who doesn't want you to work, or you're with somebody who controls the finances. But this person's very in and out with that Knight of Wands energy. They're okay to go and do what they want, but I feel like if they control the money, then they control you, okay? And they're not really giving you the money or doing you the justice that you should have. I feel like they're keeping you stuck financially. And strangely enough, right next to that is the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. And so I feel like for some of you, if you are in a relationship, there's somebody there controlling money that's got you feeling a little stuck. You can't do what you want to do. Maybe there's travel, maybe there's move, maybe there's, it could even be a job, you know, if they're not offering you what they said they were going to offer you, and they're not going to promote you or whatever it is, they're controlling your money. With that, I feel like for those of you that this is a relationship, you're really at a point where you're not allowing this person in with this Nine of Wands. More wands. You guys have wands everywhere. So you guys are wanting to take action and you're feeling stuck. I feel like you're boxed in, okay? I feel like you're really looking at this and going, okay, until you allow me. If you look at her face, she's got that look on her face like, go ahead, I dare you. I feel like you're really getting to this point where it's like, well, if you're not going to allow me to do this, this causes a great unhappiness. I'm not going to allow you in anymore. So you're really frustrated with either work or whoever's controlling this money, whether it's a friend, family, someone is controlling money here, and it feels like you're boxed in, okay? And you're very limited in what you can do right now. And so your Garden of Life with this Nine of Pentacles is really suffering because you're unable to do the things that you like to do. Everybody likes to do different things, but if someone's controlling that money and you're not able to do those things, you're not able to involve yourself in self-care. Self-care is one of the most important things, okay? Maybe money's just really fucking tight right now, okay? And when I start swearing, it's usually because I'm picking up on your energy. And with this, you've got the Ace of Swords, so there's some untruth going on there. They could be telling you money's tight, okay? They could be stating that they don't have money, or you know, you don't have the money to do this or that, but really what it is, it's a control factor. Whoever this person is, or work or whatever, it's a control factor. They figure, you know, if they give you a raise, then they have to give everyone a raise. They figure if they allow you freedom, then there's no control factor there for them. And it looks like your head is just absolutely wrecked over this, okay? I don't see happiness in this situation for you. I see that you feel boxed in, you want to get out. It feels like someone literally buried you alive and you can't do anything that you like to do, anything that will move you forward with work, anything that will move you forward in your spirituality. And I feel like you're just stuck on all ends and you're looking for a way out. And what this is my asshole card, my 5 of Swords. But in this one, it looks almost like he is at the point where he can't take anymore, okay? He looks like he's had enough. He wants some personal space there and he's just not getting it. He's just not able to move past having this animal right there in his personal space, in his ear, you know, pulling at his hair, aggravating him. And it looks like, to me, you guys are feeling a bit unhappy about your money situation here, okay? I'm not feeling much in the way of the love front, but again, this is a cycle and it's something that you need to bring to an end. You need to figure out how to get past this roadblock. You need to figure out what lesson is in this roadblock. And I almost guarantee you that giving up control of your life to someone or something else is probably the lesson. When you give up control of your life to someone or something, they control you. That's it. You have no control, no say, no do. This is why there's so many wands and why you guys are really stagnant, okay? And I feel like this is the type of person that may have promised you the world, and then you get in there and you start the job and it's hell. And they're like, oh, well, yeah, you get that bonus if and when you recruit 4,000 people or more. We didn't tell you that type of thing. You know, there's that fine writing, that tiny little writing down the bottom that you don't read. And with that, it's throwing you off center, off balance. You're unable to center both this pentacle and that pentacle, and it's throwing you off. It's making you feel as though, I feel like you're going to lose your shit. Like, I feel like your frustration level is really, really high and you're going to lose your shit, okay? Whether it be on your boss, on your significant other, on a family member, whoever's trying to control you doesn't realize you cannot control a Taurus. That right there is the worst thing that you could do to a Taurus, because the minute you box in a Taurus, that bull is going to rear up and come for you. And I feel like that's what's going to bring in this Tower moment, is you feeling boxed in, you feeling, and I said Tower moment was coming. So I like when the cards back up what I have to say. I feel like whatever's boxing you in is really going to make you want to strike out. You're going to want to like rear up that bullhead and just start ramming things, okay? And maybe that's what you need to do. Maybe you breaking out of that box and saying, okay, I will not be controlled. This is what I'm going to do. I'm moving forward with or without you. If you want to control someone or something, it's not going to be me. But I feel like they've promised you the world, okay? And you thought you were going to get everything you always wanted with this person. Just give up control, you know, just you stay at home, I'll do the work, or, you know, whatever the situation might be, or come on in and start this new job. And, you know, with the devil here, we're going to give you this and we're going to give you that. And it all looks great and fucking enticing, right? But the problem is then the other wish card comes up on the other side and shows me that this person had no intention on giving you what you wanted to begin with. There was no good intent in this here, because this is what you're wishing and this is what you're actually getting, okay? And in the middle, we've got the devil, and the devil says, I look enticing, come with me. But then if you look real closely, you see the person down there that's holding their head and kind of going a little crazy. It's got them chained up to him. And so one thing's being said, another thing's being done. Both wish cards here, one in the upright, one in the reverse. So what you're being told and what you're actually getting are two entirely different things. And I feel like that's a real source of aggravation for you. Yeah, there's a big change coming for you guys, okay? You've got Death with the Lovers and the Emperor in reverse with Judgment. So there's some sort of change coming here for you, a major, major change having to do with this Tower moment, not being able to balance and not being able to balance your home life. The worst thing you can do to a Taurus, again, is control them or destroy their home life and make them feel unsafe in their own home. And I don't mean to say that somebody's abusive, but abusing their power is a different story. And that I see here with the Emperor in reverse. Okay, somebody is definitely abusing this power, and whether it be a lover, whether it be a work situation, it's all going to be different for all of you, I feel like. But somebody's controlling you. And it could even be emotionally. It doesn't have to be financially, but emotionally controlling you or trying to control you and sending you out of whack. It's making you feel a little bit on the crazy side, because when someone tries to control you and they're standing in their power all wrong here, of course judgment's gonna come out, okay? That's a given. And I feel like with judgment, you're really gonna break into something new, become somebody new. And they're gonna see a side of you that they hadn't previously seen before, which is probably the worst side of you. Whoever it is that's messing with you, and I feel like they're really messing with you, is gonna find out why you don't fuck with a Taurus really quick. Not only are Taurus stubborn, but when they rear up, they rear up. You can't force a bull to do anything. It's simple. They'll just dig their heels in, and you can try and pull, and they're just going to rear up and come right for you and see you later. This is why you don't mess with a Taurus, okay? But I feel like on the relationship front, you guys are kind of frustrated. For those of you that are in a relationship or in some sort of situationship where someone's trying to control you here. You've got the King of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles in reverse, and the Hierophant in reverse. So this person isn't necessarily doing what's good for the relationship. They're doing what's good for them, okay? Whoever this person is that's trying to break you mentally or physically in that control factor, they're doing what's good for them. They're not doing what's good for the greater good of the relationship and the two of you, or the job and, your coworkers. They're doing what's good for them. There's no offer here. And this king sits on his throne and he controls the money. This is the king of money. This is the king whose weapon is money. And so you have to remember that when he shows up and you've got this card with the Hierophant, he's making no offers. He's giving no quarter. He's simply sitting there controlling. And he's not controlling in a good way, okay? He's standing in that power wrong. He knows he has that power. And this could be a she. Just remember that the king and the queen are always interchangeable. It's just the energy that's different between them. Okay, Taurus, that is what I have for you. It's a pretty weird message this month for you guys. I have to say, my Venus is in Taurus. I don't resonate too well with this. Yeah, money's tight. I have a baby. That's kind of a given. So, I don't know, Taurus. That's what I have for you guys. It's a pretty weird reading for you, because you giving up control of your life to someone else is not something you do lightly. So seeing you having done this, or someone having taken that control when you were being trusting with them, is a little bit disturbing. And I feel like you guys really need to break out of whatever this might be, okay? So this is your girl, Kelly, coming straight at you for the Queen Tarot B in Boston. If you guys need a personal reading, again, email me, box below, and I will send you a list of services. I'll catch you on the flip side. Bye, guys.